Let's talk about how much Bitcoin miners earns. The rewards for Bitcoin mining are reduced by half roughly every 4 years. When Bitcoin was first mined in 2009, mining one block would earn you 50 BTC. In 2012, this was halved to 25 BTC. By 2016, this was halved again to uh, 12 and half BTC. On May 11, 2020, the reward held again to 6.25 BTC. As of March 2022, the price of Bitcoin was around $39,000 per Bitcoin. This, which means you would have earned 243.750 dollars for completing a block. Not a bad incentive to solve that complex hash problem and detailed above it might seem. To keep track of precisely when these halvings will occur, you can consult the Bitcoin clock, which updates this information in real time. Interestingly, the market price of Bitcoin has, throughout its history, tend to correspond closely to the reduction, reduction of new coins entered into circulation. This lowering inflation rate increased scarcity, and historically the price has risen with it. What you need to mine bitcoins. Although individuals were able to complete 4 blocks with a regular at-home personal computer early on in Bitcoin's history, this is no longer the case. The reason for this is that the difficulty of mining Bitcoin changes over time. In order to ensure the blockchain functions smoothly and can process and verify transactions, the Bitcoin network aims to have one block produced every 10 minutes or so. However, if there are 1 million mining rigs competing to solve the hash problem, they will likely reach a solution faster than a scenario in which 10 mining rigs are working on the same problem. For that reason, Bitcoin is designed to evaluate and adjust the difficulty of mining every 2016 blocks, or roughly every 2 weeks. When there is more computing power collectively working to mine for bitcoins, the difficulty level of mining increases in order to keep block production at a stable rate. Less computing power means the difficulty level decreases. At today's network size, a personal computer mining for Bitcoin will almost certainly find nothing. Mining hardware. All of this is to stay. All of this is to say that in order to mine competitively, competitively, miners must now invest in powerful computer equipment like a graphics processing unit, or more realistically, an application-specific integrated circuit. This can run from $500 into the tens of thousands of dollars. Some miners, particularly Ethereum miners, buy individual graphics cards as a low-cost way to cobble together mining operations. Today, Bitcoin mining hardware is almost entirely made up of ASIC machines, which in this case specifically do one thing and one thing only: mine for bitcoins. Today's ASICs are many orders of magnitude more powerful than CPUs or GPUs and gain both more hashing power and energy efficiency every few months as new chips are developed and deployed. Today's miners can produce almost 200 THs at only 27.5 joules per terahash. An analogy: say I tell three friends that I am thinking of a number between 1 and 100, and I write that number on a piece of paper and seal it in an envelope. My friends don't have to guess the exact number, they just have to be the first person to guess any number that is less than or equal to it. And there is no limit to how many guesses they get. Let's say I'm thinking of the number 19. If a friend A guesses 21, they lose because 21 more than 19. If friend B guesses 16 and friend C guesses 12, they have both theoretically arrived at viable answers because of 16 less than 19 and 12 less than 19. There is no extra credit for friend B, even though B's answer was closer to the target answer of 19. Now imagine that I pose the guess what number I'm thinking of question, but I'm not asking just three friends, and I'm not thinking of a number between 1 and 100. Rather, I'm asking millions of would-be miners, and I'm thinking of a 64-digit hexadecimal number. Now you see that it's going to be extremely hard to guess the right answer. If B and C both answer simultaneously, then the system breaks down. In Bitcoin terms, simultaneous answers occur frequently, but at the end of the day, there can only be one winning answer. When multiple simultaneous answers are presented that are equal to or less than the target number, the Bitcoin network will decide by a simple majority, 51%, which miner to honor. Typically, it is the miner who has done the most work, or in other words, the one that verifies the most transactions. The losing block then becomes an orphan block. Orphan blocks are those that are not added to the blockchain. Miners who successfully solve the hash problem but haven't verified the most transactions are not rewarded with Bitcoin. So guys, we will end this video. Goodbye.